Essex farmer Robert Bucknell and his mate Nigel Fulton have got their hands on a couple of new thermal spotters from HIKMicro, and they're keen to see what they can do. Robert is best known for his fox shooting. As a farmer, he's also concerned with the damage that deer do to his crops here in Essex.
Bigger than rabbits, eat more. Rabbits are more efficient because they eat their own poo. I haven't seen a deer doing that. Fine in small numbers because we used to tolerate them, but since COVID, people weren't getting out as much or weren't doing as much or weren't eating in restaurants and all the things, so the number of deer has just built up to ridiculous numbers. The trouble is with deer, they eat a fair bit, but they trample through the rest and then they all go to sleep. And curling up in the crop is not the best of ideas, you know, absolutely, especially beans. We grow winter beans now, and they really are a pain because they love them.
They hang about the boundaries if they're being shot on the farm, and they may encroach a bit, and then they come a little bit far, and then you get a chance to get the numbers down, but they withdraw across the boundary, and they know where they're safe. They're not stupid. They string out along the boundary, and at any sight of movement, they're gone.
Robert and Nigel are trying out two top-of-the-range thermal spotters. There's the Falcon FQ50 Pro monocular and the binocular Raptor Pro RQ50L with a built-in rangefinder. Both units use a high-quality 640 by 512 sub-20 NETD sensor, giving lovely clear images. The Raptor has a dual system that combines thermal with a day-night optical sensor. Robert is quick to work out that could mean staying inside a warm truck on a cold autumn night.
You can be sitting there in the middle of winter after a fox or something and engine on, heater going, otherwise you freeze to death.
But you've only got that vision.
But with that, you can look all round through the glass. Yeah.
He's been trying out the Raptor on some of the farm wildlife. He even took it to a nature reserve and spotted ducks, water voles and reed buntings. What really matters is the results on deer, so we're heading out with Nigel to try and cull a young fallow buck.
Hair? Gone, but there's a hair. It's very clear on the outline of the trees now I've focused it.
As the light fades, Nigel finds he can not only spot deer way out across the fields, the image quality means he can assess their sex and age, so he can target the right animal to cull. He decides to wait up in one of his raised boxes in the hope a cull animal will step out of the woods before the legal deadline of 1 hour after sunset. Deerstalkers are rightly sensitive about the possibility of people using new thermal kit to shoot deer at night, which is illegal in England. Ignore the timestamp on the thermal. Nigel hasn't had a chance to set the spotter's clock to the right time.
Yeah, now I've got used to it. It's easy to use. Get your fingers in the right place with the button.
At this point, our camera can't cope with the fading light, so we switch to night vision mode. With only minutes to spare before Nigel has to pack up, these three step out of cover. The image quality means he can quickly identify the young buck in the group. He's shooting the same Sako 243 that he uses for fox shooting. Even at last light, the night vision scope add-on allows him to place the perfect shot. The 100-grain bullet takes out the top of the heart. The buck makes a short dash, then collapses dead on the spot. Would he have had the same success without the aid of the HIK thermal? Maybe, maybe not, but it certainly made the job easier, meaning Nigel could positively identify the cull animal in virtual darkness.
I can remember we hardly had lamps, and the lamp came in, and that was a step forward. And then the scopes went to tube scopes, and then digital, and then thermal. And of course, thermal was a revolution. And now thermal is moving on to absolutely amazing pictures and so on now. yes, it's pricey, but to anybody that's professional, anybody that's really interested in the subject, save the pennies up. It's a real game changer now. Again.
For more details on the HIKMicro falcon and raptor spotters, follow the link in the description below. And for all your stalking kit, check out kitfinder.co.uk.